These are the craziest crossovers in NBA history.
The fake, the second, ankle breaker! Put it on the highlight reel.
Oh, no, he didn't. Don't do him like that.
And coming in at number 30, Steph Curry crosses up a player without even dribbling.
With Oklahoma City.
Todd trying to stay with Stephen. Oh, faked him out and hit a three. Now you see him, now you don't.
Now, how many people lose a defender without dribbling? Just on.
Chef Curry, man, he always be cooking up his competition. But while Curry was busy putting Gortat on a platter, Jordan Poole had Jordan Clarkson pulling faces.
Oh, Poole had Clarkson fall down and then hit the three. Clarkson bit the dust. That's handle.
Now, I just have one question. Which baddie was in attendance that night? However, Pascal Siakam isn't worried about baddies, because he's going to be locked in for a long time, thanks to this.
Red Wings, double header downtown Detroit. Siakam put him on skates and finishes, and the foul! Little this and a little that. Lace him up, put on the skates.
Nah, bro, that's how you end a man's career. On the other hand, Austin Reeves' career is just getting started. Because one time, he even had the Greek freak tripping.
Clock at 7. Reeves! Oh! Austin Reeves has a highlight of a lifetime right now. That he is
That's
going to
against a two-time MVP.
Yes, he's going to tell his kids the time.
There's a reason they call him AR-15. Bro's out for blood. But unlike Siakam, he might escape his prison sentence. Cause still to come, we got the ultimate passing of the torch moment, the time Allen Iverson stole Tyronn Lue's dignity, and the crossover that won the NBA championship. But first up, let's talk about the most consistent player in NBA history, LeBron James. Sight is Mike Conley. Bro has already played in 17 NBA seasons and never once averaged less than 9 points or under 25 minutes. Yet, that doesn't make him immune from mistakes. Ain't that right, D'Angelo Russell?
Looks for the three, they go to Russell, dribble drive, Conley between the legs. Shot, good! Tied at 120 for the Jazz. Have time to get a shot away. The timeout will advance.
Between dropping Conley to the floor and hitting a clutch shot to force overtime, it's safe to say Russell will never forget this play. But do you know what I'll never forget? The time CJ McCollum put Dirk Nowitzki in the blender.
Passed up the three twice. CJ, he spun Dirk completely around and hit the three. That's worse than a poster, a spin around.
Hello? Did someone order a strawberry milkshake? In the meantime, check out this insane move from Russell Westbrook.
Westbrook works the clock down.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Russell, what a move to shed the defense, and he scores. My goodness. Breaking ankles.
Don't worry though, at least Luke Ridnour got to play another 3 seasons. Meanwhile, I'm not sure if Ivica Zubac could ever recover from this next play.
As you could ever come across.
How do you normally say salt of the earth?
Well, he's more than that.
Oh, no, he did. What a play. No, he did. Chris Paul, that is not right. CP3, stop it. Stop it.
A 7-foot, 240-pound giant getting nutmegged by 6-foot CP3? Now that's embarrassing. But number 22 is murder. But first, let's backtrack. It's the 2019 NBA playoffs. More specifically, it was the Western Conference Finals between the Portland Trail Blazers and the Golden State Warriors, during which one player went viral, but for all the wrong reasons.
But after a missed free throw,
Lillard nails the three. Crowd oozes as his crossover got McKinney to fall. Klay Thompson trying to answer back.
Hey, somebody get out a stretcher. Dude's ankles are history. Speaking of which, Prime D Rose has made a fair share of history. Just ask Andre Miller.
Rose, what a move, and that'll be a goaltend on Dallenberg. But I'm going to tell you, he broke the ankles of Andre Miller on that one.
Shoot, I forgot to bring a second stretcher. Looks like bro is out of luck, just like Armani Brooks. After all, there's not a single GM who can unsee this.
in touch pass, Jordan Nwora.
In the span of a few seconds, Brooks just went from living out his dream to an NBA afterthought. But the same can't be said for James Harden. In his prime, James Harden was on another planet.
It's just Murray and Harden. Hides licking his chops. He fell down. Harden with a cold-blooded three.
I'm not sure which is worse, live streaming yourself during sex or getting your ankles broken in front of millions. Jamal Murray has done both, but at least he's not Nikolai Mirotic, because Kemba Walker did him even dirtier than Tristan Thompson did Khloe Kardashian.
Bulls by 6.
Walker. My goodness.
And he's got to hit the 3 on that one.
Cross him up and sit him down.
Now that's cold-blooded. But not as cold-blooded as what Luka did to Cam Johnson in the 2022 playoffs. Because in Game 7, bro was a man on a mission. In a win-or-go-home game between the Mavs and the Suns, it was now or never for Luka Magic. And if that wasn't enough motivation, Devin Booker wouldn't quit talking trash. So naturally, Luka shut the Suns up once and for all.
Stunning. 27-point lead. Down goes Johnson. Oh no. They're shredding him.
Oh, no, he didn't. Luka Doncic is absolutely putting on a show.
Be careful what you wish for, which is why I wish to social distance myself from Jordan Poole. Otherwise, I'm gonna get infected with humiliation.
Off the chest of Poole, got him. Oh my goodness, missing. Ended up losing him. He was going back, but there was a foul.
Sheesh, bro need to schedule a visit with a therapist. But it's better to address your problems up front than crumble to the ground like Quincy Miller.
Gone for Reed, and that just deflected away. Iguodala. Goes to the double crossover and draws the foul.
This will be on every highlight tonight.
Safe to say Miller isn't going to be visiting San Francisco anytime soon. But enough about Quincy Miller. I've just spotted Jordan Poole's next victim.
What a move by Jordan Poole. Every which way but loose. Lead is now 6.
Yo, someone needs to get Mason Plumlee a map. Rumor has it, he can't find his way out of the Oracle Center. But while Plumlee is finding directions for his next NBA game, Jamal Murray is out here making the NBA's strongest player, Steven Adams, look like Goliath with his hair cut off.
Now the shot clock at 2. The mismatch on Adams.
Oh, no, he didn't. Jamal Murray, don't do him like that.
Come on, Murray. Why you gotta do my man like that? He's on his hands and knees looking like he's about to propose. I have a proposal for you, because rumor has it, Donovan Mitchell knows how to make a mean banana split.
Putting a lot of pressure on Donovan Mitchell to make plays like this.
Noel slips. Mitchell is wide open for the 3. Billy Donovan wants a timeout.
Not gonna lie, Nerlens Noel is the last person I want to face in a twister. On the other hand, Steph Curry is the last person I want to guard. That said, in 2022, the Knicks had a convincing 8-point lead against Curry's Warriors with only 3 minutes remaining. However, if Curry was gonna lose, he was gonna go out swinging. So lo and behold, he made a play so smooth and so majestic that Julius Randle walked out of the arena feeling like an even bigger loser.
Give them credit. They got guys that are willing to take it and make it. Now you see him, now you don't. Oh, he snapped Julius Randle's ankle bones. Yo, that was like Jordan against the Knicks.
But unless you want Steph to steal your ankles next, you're not gonna wanna miss it. The 10 crossovers still remaining. And kicking things off, it's only fitting we talk about Steph.
Warriors trying to walk down the Clippers here in the first half. On a 12-4 run. Curry inline shakes ball out of his boots and hits a fallaway jump shot.
Sometimes even the point guard himself forgets how to play defense, but neither does Daniel Gafford, because this past season, KD had the entire arena leaving their seats.
Thomas to Durant. The fake. The second. Oh! Ankle breaker! KD! Put it on the highlight reel. A major
major highlight.
Lesson learned. You never know when the Slim Reaper is going to strike next. Just like you never know when John Moran is going to leave the building. Or better yet, if he's going to embarrass someone in the process.
It's a seal, mate. But it was judged to be an offensive foul. So Brandon Clark is in the rim. Holy cow, what a move! And a baseline.
But if number 8 was jaw-breaking, then that means number 7 is unfathomable. See, on November 22nd, 2019, James Harden had a point to prove against the Clippers. Because earlier in the game, Patrick Beverley was mocking James Harden's friend and then teammate, Russell Westbrook. And you already know, James Harden wasn't having any of it. So naturally, with 2 minutes remaining, he told Beverley he'd never forget to subscribe to the channel. Well, that and he made Beverley look like a fool in his very own stadium.
Team fouls to give, both in the penalty. Under 2 to play.
A cool ambulance!
Shot's good! And one! James Harden double team and a chance for a 4-point play.
If James Harden needs an occupation after basketball, he's got a future in teaching. But believe it or not, this isn't Harden's most impressive crossover. Far from it.
Did you think it was certain to work?
I thought it was going to be.
Oh, man, Harden. Oh, he stared at Wesley Johnson, and then he hit the 3. Wow. He put him on the deck.
Take a look. Allow me to have this man. Down goes Johnson.
We're gonna need a cleanup on aisle 5. That was vicious. But if that needs a cleanup, then this next crossover is a lost cause. See, back in 2013, Kyrie Irving was invited to play in the Rising Stars game. However, instead of going low-key like most players, bro went full-on sweat mode.
2-3, 3-2 type of guy to defend other teams' small forwards.
Kyrie going to work on Brandon Knight.
Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, no! It is nothing that you would rather do in an all-star game but to cross someone over, make them fall, and hit the jump shot.
What a move by Kyrie Irving.
In just a few seconds, Knight saw his entire life flash before his eyes. But while the Rising Stars game was just for fun, June 14th, 1998 was outright war. It was Game 6 of the NBA Finals and a battle between 2 dynamic duos, Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen's Bulls versus Karl Malone and John Stockton's Jazz. Yet, with time expiring, everything was out the window. Instead, it came down to a one-on-one battle between Michael Jordan and Byron Russell, with one play standing in between the Bulls and their second three-peat. That's when this happened.
Timeout, Utah. 5.2 seconds left. Michael Jordan.
If there's a way to end your career with the Bulls, it doesn't get better than this. That said, the top 3 crossovers are about to change everything. Because at number 3, we have one of the greatest duels in NBA history, a young Allen Iverson versus an older MJ.
Iverson has Jordan. The crowd is into it. Allen shakes free. Gets 2!
Well, the crowd loves that. Take a look at the crossover. Mike said no. Allen said yes. The bucket. The crowd loves it.
But as much as I like to roast MJ, I gotta give credit where credit's due. AI is a certified baller. However, I'll never forget the time Lance Stevenson went absolutely berserk for 15 seconds.
Spider Mitchell. Then when he gives Spider Mitchell some love.
Wizards got a
No, what's about to happen? No.
Oh, and he knows it. Oh, my goodness. Oh, did he play the guitar?
He didn't play the guitar.
There's no denying it. This was a legendary ankle breaker, but the reaction was even more legendary. I mean, the entire team jumped out their seats while Lance is literally playing the guitar. Like, who does that? But it's still not nearly as toxic as the greatest crossover in NBA history, and to get there, we need to go back almost 20 years. A clash between the 76ers and Lakers. And if you were a fan that day, you were in luck. Because not only did you watch 48 minutes of non-stop action, but they were almost treated to overtime. Speaking of which, they were almost treated to a second period of overtime. However, that was before Allen Iverson decided he had other plans. Because with less than a minute remaining in OT, the 76ers had possession of the ball, up by 2. This was Iverson's chance to put the nail in the coffin. And boy, he did not disappoint.
Iverson, bothered by Lou. Iverson. How about that? Steps over Tyronn Lue.
7 straight
points by Iverson. Looked like he was dead in the water.
The Sixers by 4, 40 seconds.
First the crossover, then the step over. Since when was the NBA R-rated? But then again, it's not only the best crossover in NBA history, it's also the most disrespectful. That said, you still haven't seen anything yet, because one player made a layup blindfolded, another player found the bottom of the net while falling backwards on his butt, and don't even get me started on the greatest shot that didn't count. These are NBA trick shots from level 1 to level 100, and trust me, you should check it out, because otherwise, Allen Iverson told me he's gonna break your ankles next.